Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Megaman 6 for the Megaman Anniversary Collection on the PlayStation 2. Is that ever gonna get old? Probably not. Probably is already old. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we had stopped the nefarious Mr. Rex's plan, only to be revealed that it was not, in fact, Mr. Rex, but an individual we all know and love. Ish, called Dr. Wily. Oh, hi. Yes, of course, it was Dr. Wily behind this all along. Okay. You gotta love how many enemies they really do just toss in front of you. Okay. I mean that in like, oh hey, here's an area with the wind enemy. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, game. Oh no, there's a secret there. Gib. No, what a... It's fine. God, that is chaos incarnate in that room. So how the hell am I going to do this? Because I can power break through everything here. I'm going to take damage whether I like it or not. And again, it doesn't help that freaking I feel like Mega Man for the NES was more or less just a ginormous experiment about what works and what doesn't. And then, at some point, they were like, yeah, that's fine. That works. It's enough. Despite the fact that it, you know, isn't. Like, take for example, this whole area. Yeah, okay. You might get used to these cannon things that are ginormous pains in the asses. But their placement makes it really, really goddamn hard to just exist in any one particular room. And I kind of mean that in the worst of ways. Come on. Oh, just barely. Alright, please be a shortcut. Because I really don't want to have to deal with any more of that noise. E-tank. You know what? I'll E-tank it. Why not? It's like a... Fuck you game. Just... It's like 5 levels of fuck you. Okay, it is Yamato Spear, which I do need. So... Let's not waste it, darn. Let's not waste our Yamato Spear. No, that feels bad. Don't care how you slice it, that just feels bad. Come on. Oh, hey, an E-tank. I would love to have an E-tank. And then you just plummet to your freaking demise and have to deal with... Oh, it's a bunch of small health pellets. I guess that's fine, too. Could I just be happy that they decided to give me E-tanks? Sure! I'm not. Seriously, that's a level 5 fuck you right there. Hi. Oh, I get it. Oh, I gotta hit him in the eye, not the top of the head. That's actually kind of stupid. Hear me out. His weakness is the Yamato Spear, evidently. And if it's entirely dependent on your aim, that'd be one thing. But the Yamato Spear doesn't freaking aim. Oh my god. Jump on the platform. It doesn't aim. It could hit anywhere between where Mega Man's head is and where Mega Man's toes are. That is a terrible... Oh, I hate that. Hate. Oh, you're not gonna drop me goddamn down the pit for this one, are you? What's... Sorry, I had to sneeze and it didn't come, and I was like, oh! So I had to just not step away, but yeah. Ooh, that feels nasty in the nose. Things that are nasty, I hate. I'm sorry, did my... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I do like that they decide to give alternating paths. You know what? See if I can be back. Nope. I was gonna see if I could be fast enough with this, but I don't think we can. There we go. And then we just take on Jet and say no. I'm kind of assuming that something is going to... Yep. I gotta say, yeah. Power has got to be my favorite form of this. Favorite form? Favorite... okay, sure, fine. No, that's great. Have a slippery platform. Exactly. Games make me salty, is all I gotta say. I ain't gonna try to collect that, because that'd be suicide. Man, these levels feel quicker and quicker, but again, that might just be me taking the shortcuts. Oh, I should have should have filled up my windstorm with this. Because again, weakness. Oh, wow, that's a hell of a hell of a weakness. Hell of a weakness. Thank you. Now I'm just kind of worried when the hell it is that the Robot Master revisits are supposed to come in. Because usually it's the stage before Wily. Maybe I'll be lucky and they decided to do away with that entirely. It's just, I know. Wishful thinking. Excuse you. I'm an E-Tank. Impossibly what has got to be one of the worst situations. Cool. Yeah, no, that's... Okay. The, terrible placement of enemies is pretty great in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, yes. My survival depends entirely upon my location for this one freaking night. Go away. Just... Not even gonna bother with that. Don't even want that health anymore. Okay. Just remembering Pico Pico, not Pico Pico Kun, that was the Boo Beam, that was it. Boo Beam, where they're like, ah yes. This is totally acceptable. I was mildly joking about the robot remasters, but here we are. Alright. Yamato Man was weak against... 1 second. Yamato. Weakest against Silver Tomahawk. I'm gonna E-Tank. See, what kind of sucks is that, because I am bad at the game, I am 100% going to need to use an E-Tank for pretty much most of these bosses. So, you know. Alright, you were weakest against Blizzard. Of which I only have, like, 3 of. Haha, great. And you're deflecting. And you're deflecting. Great. What else are you weak against? Other weaknesses, Flame Blaze. I mean, that tracks, he's a flower. Or does it track? I don't know anymore. I kinda hate this. Remember, I think it was... When was it? I think it was 2 Mega Man games ago, when I pointed out that I was kind of intimidated by a good chunk of the Mega Man games after 2, I think. Like, my having beaten Mega Man 5 at all is kind of a miracle. Alright, so he runs, jumps... Okay. Runs, jumps away, barrier, throw. Jumps away, barrier, throw. Okay. Great jump there, Dar. Where he jumps is now going to be suspect. Oh yeah, as a kid, I wasn't very good at video games. Hell, even this day and age, I'm not very good at video games. Okay. What is this one? Nightman? Nightman was weakest against Yamato Spear. And he was weakest against Yamato Spear, mostly because of him penetrating the shield. I like that. But no. I got intimidated as a kid for various reasons, but mostly because, you know, a good chunk of these bosses were just so goddamn hard, and they were always, like, right on top of you, like Centaur Man here. His shtick is to run at you, shoot, and then just kind of ignore you. It didn't matter if he hit you with the initial pellet, because the pellet then bounced off of everything and hit you. Alright. Windman was Centaur Flash. Hell, this guy's whole thing was pretty much just to get on top of you as well. God damn. Did they just stop making interesting? No, I'm not gonna go that far and say. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, this seems like it would have been great to play as a kid, if only it didn't infuriate me now as an adult, you know? Hell, Yamato Man's whole shtick is getting up in your face as well, just, you know, tomahawk. Tomahawk? Tomahawk, man. T-hawk. Point is, I suck at video games. I will always suck at video games. And the fact that people are still around to this day watching me suck at video games feels weird. But thank you. Thank you regardless. Also, this guy is weakest against Windstorm, so why not? It'd be great if you would be so kind as to just die. Thank you. Okay, is there going to be an actual boss behind all of these? Let's see, Blizzard Man, weakness, Flame Burst. Blast. I nearly got myself hit by his little ricocheting. Cool. Get it? Because he's Blizzard Man. Everything he does is cool because he's Blizzard Man. Sure. Sure, sir. Sir, sure. Sure, sir. Alright. What are you? Huh. I think I've screwed myself a little bit. Did I screw myself a little bit? No. This guy's weakness is Night Crush or Silver T-Hawk. I can also use the Mega Buster. Oh, cool. I can game over now. Here I was worried that it was going to throw another boss at me before an actual boss. I hate you? Yeah. Hey! Little Metar machine. I love this thing. I won't lie, this might actually be my favorite boss simply because it produces all the Metars. I know I could probably kill it with a couple of blasts, but eh. Hey, buddy! You know what? I think I did need that E-Tank, so thank you. We'll start with Night Crusher. Down, 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 down. What? Whoa! Here I was gonna be all like, Wily! And then he just threw himself at me. Full bore. What? Ah. Phase 2! Oh. Alright. Silver T-Hawk. Oh, I think Silver T-Hawk's actually better. Why am I calling it Silver T-Hawk? Oh god, a third form? Should I tank now? I think I'll hold off. Yeah, still holding off. Still. We're still good. Still. Look at us. Yeah. I think I'm calling it Silver T-Hawk because I see Silver T. I'm like, ah yes, that's the name of it. Yeah! Is that it? Dr. Wily. Triumph at last, Megaman arrested the notorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice. Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell. At long last, the world is at peace. Oh yeah! Because most of the other ones, they don't actually capture him, do they? Most of the other ones, he gets away relatively scot-free. I mean, yeah, he'll have to build another castle, but apparently he had like 6, 7 or something like that. But yeah, that was a Mega Man 6. I will lie. It's not a bad one. I really do like the music. I love the, national and cultural themes between all the stages and all the robot masters. And some of them are actually pretty interesting. Like, they have patterns, but they have patterns that are readable, that are work-with-able, like a good chunk of the bosses still do, and some of the enemies too, still do have the whole, oh, I'm gonna charge into you move set where, you know, they do more damage by hitting you with themselves than they do with their weapons, which is, of course, still the highest grade of bullshit. But, you know, it's still one of those things where it's legitimately still fun. And it's interesting to see the different weapons and, well, how they actually how they made weapons into interesting blaster abilities. Like Nightman with the flail, how it actually circles like a flail. Yamato spear that shoots, and sure, it's not the best, but it's definitely interesting. I'd say the most boring had to have been Plant Man's, because it's another barrier ability. But it's a barrier ability that works like a barrier, because sometimes when you, in the previous games, when you hit and use barrier and then hit it again, it will shoot the barrier forward. Which, yeah, it's fine, but it's still not the most creative of abilities, whereas, you know, you had Tomahawk Man's, which had the arcing upward, you had Wind Man's, which, you know, worked along the platform and went down. I guess that's mostly just to say, I thought that most of the bosses were pretty creative. It's like a little more to say about that. Yeah, no, when it comes to stages, those are still interesting, but enemy placements are still kind of bullshit. As well as later stages where it's like, oh hey, look at this E-Tank, you can totally grab this E-Tank, and then you freaking plummet goddamn down a hole because he didn't know, oh hey, there's a hole there. Great, cool. That'd have been great information to know. Thanks game. Also, an interesting thing I just noticed with Yamato Man, I kind of meant to point it out when I had gotten to a stage and beat him, but when he throws his spear, he has to go and collect the head, which is, I don't know, I think that's a pretty interesting, kind of cool little tidbit that they added to him. Oh, man. Yeah, that was actually a really good time. Like, I got salty in some of the fights, but that's mostly because some of the fights were just kind of meh. And being enemies that are based around, oh, I'm gonna run into you. Which is never fun. Which is just never fun. Oh, that was a good time. And with that, though, that is the last of the Mega Man games on the NES. The NES Megaman games, all the 8-bit ones. Yeah. On the regular old Nintendo. I love how they're like, to be continued, because there's a reason that it's going to be continued, because it's continued on the Super Nintendo with Mega Man 7. Which, was that one well received? I think 7 was well received, and it was 8 that wasn't well received. For reasons. Oh no, it wasn't that it wasn't well received, it's that it's just constantly mocked because voice acting. 4, 5, 6, yep. Only two mainstay ones left. And then we got Power Battle, and then I think I have to beat all of these in order to unlock that final one. But yeah, that was Mega Man 6. It was a genuinely good time. Definitely not the hardest one I've faced off against so far. I think that one had to either go to hard difficulty 2 or 3. Probably 3, because that was still when they were working with really wonky hitboxes to me. But yeah, thank you everyone so very much for watching. When we return, it's going to be time for Mega Man 7. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.